After that day, Gatsby and Daisy began seeing each other once again. Later on, Daisy and Tom came to one of Gatsby's elaborate parties. The parties began to stop, and Gatsby's house became silent. Daisy came over to Gatsby's mansion quite often now. I was invited by both Gatsby and Daisy to come over to the Buchanan's house for drinks later that night.
More windows here. The things you got to do to forget about the heat is just stop thinking about it.
Why not let her alone, little sport?
What's with you in this old sport business? I hear it all the time. Where'd you get that from?
Tom, if you're going to make personal remarks, I'm not going to sit here a minute. I can't imagine getting married in this heat.
I understand you went to Oxford.
Well, yes.
Well, when did you go to Oxford? You must have been there around the same time as my friend.
I was there around 1919. I was only there for 5 months, that's why I can't exactly call myself an Oxford man.
Wait a minute, I have one more question.
Go on.
What kind of row are you trying to start in my house anyway?
He isn't causing a row, you're causing a row. Please, have a little self-control.
Self-control? What are you kidding? He's over here trying to steal my wife.
Okay.
I guess I'll tell you, old sport.
Please don't. Please, let's just all go home.
That's a good idea. Tom, no one else wants to drink.
I want to know what Mr. Gatsby wants to tell me.
Your wife never loved you. She loves me.
Is this true?
She never loved you. She only married you because I was poor and she was tired of waiting for me.
No, sit down. We have something to talk about here.
We've been seeing each other for 5 years.
You've been seeing this fellow for 5 years?
No, not seeing. We couldn't. Her heart always belonged to mine.
You're revolting.
I can't believe this. Not even in France.
Tell me the truth, Daisy.
Never loved him.
What?
It's true.
Not even that time I carried you down from the punch bowl to keep your shoes dry?
Please, don't. Oh, you want too much, Jay. I love you now. Isn't that enough? I can't help what's past. I did love him once. But I loved you too.
You love me too?
Even that's a lie.
I need to talk to Daisy alone. She's all worked up now.
Even alone, I can't ever say I never loved Tom.
Of course it wouldn't.
Not that it would matter to you.
Of course it matters to me. I'm going to take better care of you now.
You're not going to take care of her anymore.
I'm not? What do you mean?
Daisy's leaving you.
She is?
I am.
She's not leaving me for you, not for a common man.
Please, stop. I can't stand this anymore.
He's one of those guys that hangs out with Mayor Wolfsheim at the drugstore. I found out what he's really doing.
Please, Tom, stop.
You two gotta leave now. Please, Daisy, Gatsby, get out of here.
On our way home, Daisy drove her car into Myrtle, who ran into the road thinking it was Tom. No one knew she was driving but Gatsby and myself. Gatsby tried to take the blame on her behalf. He stood there waiting for Daisy's phone call. I have an idea that Gatsby himself didn't believe it would come, or perhaps he no longer cared. If that was true, he must have felt that he had paid a high price for living too long without a single dream. He must have looked up at an unfamiliar sky through frightening leaves and shivered as he found how raw the sunlight was upon the scarcely created grass. A new world, material without being real, where poor ghosts, breathing dreams like air, drifted fortuitously about, like that ashen, fantastic figure gliding toward him through the amorphous trees. No one showed up to his funeral. Not one of the hundreds of uninvited guests showed up to pay their respects. Jordan, Mr. Wolfsheim, Daisy. God, Daisy, she left with Tom the very day Gatsby was shot. She moved out of the country without a bat of an eyelash, without a single phone call or letter.
Move to the music.
and then you're just like,
Girls!
1 second, we're trying to get the angles down, okay?
100 days, 100 nights.
Go. We're recording. Go.
That's perfect.
100
Okay. Still going. Go. Go. Go.
Thank you. It's nice to see you.
And action.
It's been 5 years. Next November.
Nice.
Thank you, but that's just such a little thing.
He's afraid.
Waited so long.
And action.
JK, smiley face, and then.
I'm just saying. Come back down. I want your
Tom, I heard you're an Oxford man. What kind of role?
Daisy, Daisy, Daisy. Daisy, Daisy. Okay. Daisy, Daisy, Daisy.
Cut it out!
Show your face.
It's gonna be okay. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Get away!
Okay, I'm sorry. Seriously.
Tom!
Oh, watch out.
Shut up.
You dare run me over. Keep going. A little bit. That's
A little farther.
a little more.
Action!
Oh my god, Timmy!
Sophus, get out of the shot.